Welcome back. And for those who are not familiar with this channel, my name is Mucho Balinda. And today we'll be continuing on our topic of how to understand people. Last week, I talked about what it means to understand people. And I said that understanding people, it means to see things from somebody else's perspective. In this week's session, I look to develop this definition a little bit more, and whereby I define understanding people as a process of recognizing and acknowledging what is important to somebody at a particular time. I'll repeat that. Is recognizing and acknowledging what is important to somebody at a particular time. Why a particular time? Is because the needs of humans, the people's needs, change depending on the circumstances, depending on the environment, depending on the mood that they're in at that particular time. Now, why do we talk about recognizing and acknowledging? When we talk, many times we don't reveal what is going on. Depending on where you grew up and how you were raised, many cultures do not encourage people to reveal what is going on the inside. Why? Because revealing your feelings is seen as a weakness. People will see it as a weakness. And so we tend to discourage that. People don't want their weaknesses to be put on display. And another issue with showing our feelings is that when we show our feelings, we may give the other side, or we may give the person we're interacting with, especially if this is in business, we may give the other side the opportunity to take advantage of us because they see where we stand. They know what's truly going on the inside. And so we hide, we put a coat, we put a veneer on our feelings just so the other side cannot take advantage of us. And thirdly, if you grew up in an environment where sharing your feelings was discouraged, or they ridiculed you for showing your feelings or emotions, as an adult, you will tend to hide your feelings when you are dealing with people. Rather than showing what's going on, you hide. You enter what I call the turtle mode. You know, a turtle or a tortoise, when it senses threat, it goes in the shell. It retracts. It goes in the shell to protect itself. And so the threat or the predator will go around and poke, but you'll get nothing. However, us as humans, we have difficulty hiding our feelings and emotions. Why? Because they're inside of us and they guide or they affect how we respond to situations. They affect how we react, how we act in certain situations. And that's why it is difficult to truly hide our feelings. So in the process of hiding, we build walls, we use fancy words and just trying to put up a wall so that other people cannot penetrate and see what's going on. However, in that process, we leave clues, we leave cues that other people those who are aware or those who are paying attention, they can look at and say, oh, this is what's happening. Maybe you'll twitch an eye, or maybe the way you're positioning your body, maybe it's your tone of voice. People who are alert, who are aware, they'll pick up on those things and be able to see what's going on the inside. And that's why I'm talking about recognizing. You peel through the materials, all the words and the layers that have been put up to cover the true feelings. You have to penetrate and get on the inside. That's the recognition part. And once you're on the inside, you can't just stay there. You need to acknowledge. you need to say, oh, okay, this is what, when I do this, or when I say this, or when I act this way, this is how it's making them feel. This is what my action are triggering on their inside. So once you achieve that, you acknowledge, and you once you recognize and acknowledge the need of what's important, without showing any dose of judgment or criticism or trying to put them down, at that level, the person doesn't see you as a threat. All the walls will collapse. The shell will be pulled back, and the real person will show up. And at that level, you can communicate. You can communicate at a deeper level. You can share sensitive information because the threat has been eliminated. Let me give you an example. When I am tired, mentally tired, you can't tell me to go to bed, take a nap. That doesn't do it for me. When I'm mentally tired, the first thing I want to do is to go out in a secluded area by myself, in nature, alone. No distraction, nothing. I just go there. I'm either walking or sitting down, and be there for at least an hour, 2 hours. When I'm back, when I'm done with that, I feel fully refreshed. I feel alive. My wife, on the other hand, when she's mentally tired, don't tell her to go into nature. She will think that you're crazy. And that's what she used to do for many months when we were newly married. I would tell, when she told me that she was tired, I would say, oh, this is perfect. Let's go out, hang out, let's go hiking, let's go Mission Trails, let's go Cowles Mountain, let's go somewhere in nature so that we can quiet our mind. And she will think, you must be possessed. What's wrong with you? This is my opportunity to go lay down and rest. So I was confused. I used to think that she didn't care about spending quality time together, because every time I invited her, she said, I need to go lay down. I need to go rest. And so we used to butt our heads because of different perspectives. We had the same need. It was the same exact need, the need to quiet our minds. However, the way to achieve that was different for both of us. I need to go out in nature, and she needs to lay down. Now imagine if I had camped on my position and she had camped on hers. We would have lived in a world of conflict rest does matter, but is it really worth losing our peace over simple concept as that? So we reached a point where we understood that when one is tired, they have their way of relaxing. Mine is going out, hers is lay down. So we made peace with that. I can't judge, I can't criticize, I can't say anything. If she's tired, she needs time to lay down. And when she tells me she's tired, it's time to pick up the kids. We go out to the park, we go out hiking, we go out doing something outside our home because the boss needs her rest. And the same thing with her. When I tell her that I am tired, she knows that it's time for me to go out in nature. So we made peace with that. She knows what's important to me in that particular time. I know what's important to her in that particular time. And we have achieved peace. And so you can generalize this and apply it to different other situations. Another example would be, let's say, Jill and Jack. They're friends. Jill, they hang out a lot. They spend time together. However, one day, Jack asked Jill for a favor. And out of the blue, Jill exploded. She started saying things. How come you always getting things your way? How come you always doing this? You don't care about other people's needs. So if Jim was in the mood to make peace with his friend, Jill, he would lean forward and get closer and ask a few questions to find out what is exactly going on in Jill's life. Why is she acting this way? And by asking questions, Jill will share what is going on. Now, She may not spill the beans saying that, oh, I'm talking this way because I feel like you're taking advantage of me. I feel like you don't care about me. She may not say that. She'll go into this charade of words. Oh, you are this and this and this and that. But if Jack is attentive, he will understand that maybe he asks too much of Jill. So he may need to make an adjustment and be more attentive and offering to do more for Jill and see if that will bring a difference. And so in that situation, what Jill wants, she's looking for somebody who shows that he cares for her needs. Somebody who will ask, oh, do you need this? Or can I do this for you? Who is thoughtful. That's what she's looking for. Now, if Jack, on the other hand, is focused on himself and say, how can you do that? How can you say that? Look at this and blah, 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 blah. They may never resolve their problem because this one is camped on his position and this one is camped on her position, and they are not able to see things from each other's perspective. They're not able to recognize and acknowledge the need of each other. And that breaks down the communication, and that will not allow people to understand each other. So understanding someone is seeing what is important to that person at a particular time. At that particular time, if they need attention, give them attention and understand that they need attention. If you're having a conversation and suddenly you see outbursts, you may wonder what's going on. But then you realize that maybe you've been on your phone a lot, or maybe you on your computer typing while the other person is talking. So they're lashing out, they're sending a message to you. Please, I need your attention. Now, if you're able to detect that and you acknowledge that, you will have peace with that individual. But if you're not able to do that, you'll struggle. You'll have issues. Now, take this in your work. You have a customer who comes and she's always frustrated. She's always complaining about how bad things are in your work. You don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do that. Now, if you focus on the negativity, on the complaining, you will be sucked into that negativity. And guess what? You will see the other person in the negative light. However, if you're looking to understand, you'll ask questions. You'll be like, how can I do things differently? What can I do to make things better? As you ask questions, the other person will answer. And the answers they provide will give you clues to what is truly going on, of what is truly going on in that person, in that situation. And you can make adjustments as appropriate. So, there it is. Go out there and start listening. Start paying attention. Start paying attention. Stop all the distractions. Listen. And when you do that, you'll see a difference in your work. You'll see a difference in your life, in your marriage, in your relationship with your kids, wherever that is. It starts with being fully present, being in the moment. You can do it. Thank you.